Hello everyone, this is Lina. Welcome back to the Crafty Meraki YouTube channel. Today I'm creating some happy meal using the G-Llama-Rous Birthday and the leftovers I had from using the Crafty Hive Slimline Die. Now, as you can see here, I already have a layout. I actually started just playing with my leftovers of this Crafty Hive Slimline Die, and I ended up with this layout that I really liked, and I decided to use it on a card. Now, to prevent losing the layout that I had, I used this present seal to keep everything in place. Now, as you can see on the present seal, it wasn't all exactly straight and aligned and stuff. So I decided to peel off the hive step by step and then to add them one by one using some dimension. So I did that, and then I could start on the image. So for the llama, I decided to use some really soft yellow markers. I don't know why. I think it was because of the gold and the sea gloss color combination in the background that I thought of this color combination for the llama. I also tried to keep the llama fluffy by, well, twisting a bit with my marker while coloring and just going from darkest to lightest. And if needed, I just went back in and added some more color to it. Now I also am not bothered about filling up all the blanks. There can be some white pieces in between the fur that I'm now creating with the yellow. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I just thought that this way the fluffy idea of the llama really stood out as well. So I'm really slowly coloring this image in. I think it's so much fun. It's a really fun stamp set, the G-Llama-Rous Birthday. I also love the name. I cannot pronounce it as wonderfully as it is written, but I love it. Also, if you want to check out what I use today, there is a supply list in the description box down below, so that can always be handy. If you want to read exactly what I did, there is also a blog post on my blog. Anything goes. You can also just rewatch the video if you want to. So I'm building my way up. I also decided to keep the details on the llama really subtle, and I love this G combination for clouds but also for snow, and I decided to use it as the accessories of the llama as well. Must admit, when I did this llama and I started with the yellow, I was already freaking out because I didn't know what color I was going to do the details. But I'm really glad with the G, and then this one being green, I thought it was also really bright and lovely and, well, just joyful. And I think that's important. So I added a tiny bit of shadow, and once that was done, I could choose the matching dies and cut these images out. So I'm just making sure to keep the dies in place by using some purple tape. And then I can run it through my die cutting machine and continue with this really simple card. So I'm first adding this panel on top of a card base, just using some adhesive roller. And then I'm going to play around with placement. I don't have a lot of images to place here. I just thought with the fun background that I had, I didn't want to overload it with images so that the background also still had all of its purpose. However, I did want to have a few elements. This background is really abstract with the hives. I love it because of it. But also I just wanted to have this idea of a scene, although there isn't really a scene background going on. So I'm adding the images using combinations of liquid glue as well as some thin foam squares, just the same height as I used on the background. And then filling up the rest of the images using some liquid glue to make sure that everything is adhered on there, like that. And then I'm just going to add all the rest as well. And once that's done, it's time to add some final details. I'm using Stickles today. It has been a while, but adding some Stickles on top of the clouds, not everywhere, just on the bottom. Also on the butterfly, and of course on the tiny details from the llama as well. Adding a bit more, I'm not filling it completely, just adding it more, and then when it's dry, it will dry flat and it will be really gorgeous. And that is the card. It's as simple as that. Once you have your layout of those hives or anything else you have left over that you can use and you add it, then it's just adding some of those images and your card is done. I truly hope that you enjoyed this video. It's a short one today, but I hope that you liked it. If you do, you can always give this one a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will be back soon with some new crafty inspiration. Bye!